In the heart of Bangladesh, a wave of protests surged, beginning with students gathering peacefully to voice their concerns. However, tranquility soon gave way to chaos as the situation escalated violently, leading to a tragic toll of at least 150 lives lost and countless injuries. The severity of these events prompted authorities to impose a military curfew, a stark reminder of the tensions brewing beneath the surface. Amidst these tumultuous events, the quota system in Bangladesh stands at the center of widespread discontent. This system significantly restricts job opportunities based on merit, reserving more than half of positions for specific societal groups. The youth feel the weight of these limitations heavily, igniting a fire of frustration that cannot be easily extinguished. Delving deeper into the roots of these protests, one uncovers a tapestry of historical grievances stemming from the era of East Pakistan. Social, economic, and political discrimination during those times have become the backdrop for the current unrest. These enduring issues serve as a poignant reminder of the ongoing struggle for equality and justice that so many continue to fight for today. The quota system itself comprises a complex web of reservations, including 10% for women and 5% for ethnic minorities, ultimately totaling 56% job reservations in Bangladesh. On the surface, this diverse system aims to address the historical inequalities faced by marginalized communities. However, does it truly serve its purpose without creating additional tensions? As the protests unfolded, it was back in 2012 to 2013 that sentiments against the quota system first began to build. Frustrations over job scarcity and the perceived unfairness of reserving positions based solely on lineage, rather than merit, fueled growing dissent. This struggle reflects a much deeper societal tension, one that challenges the very fabric of equality and opportunity in the nation. Compounding the issue are allegations of corruption and favoritism embedded within the quota system. Questions arise over the government's criteria for determining who qualifies as a freedom fighter, casting a dark shadow on the transparency and accountability of job reservations. The lack of clarity in this process only serves to deepen public mistrust. Despite over 60,000 objections raised against these government quotas, the authorities have remained largely unresponsive. This negligence has become a catalyst for widespread protests, drawing in students and opposition parties alike, all echoing the same calls for justice and accountability as they march through the streets. In response to the increasing unrest, the government turned to force, deploying paramilitary troops and police, which only intensified the violent clashes between the authorities and protesters. The international community, including the United Nations, has stepped in, urging the government to practice restraint against those merely exercising their right to protest. Prime Minister Sheikh Hasina faced criticism for her remarks during the protests, deemed irresponsible by many. Detractors argue that her statements misrepresented the protesters' true intentions, leading to growing skepticism about the government's dedication to upholding democratic values and ensuring accountability. A pivotal moment arose in 2018 when PM Sheikh Hasina announced the removal of reservations, a move that sparked debates about the respect owed to freedom fighters and the broader implications within the political dialogue. This shift prompted a flurry of reactions, questioning the narratives used by officials to justify significant changes. Amid these discussions, the portrayal of the protests in Indian media as being foreign-funded sheds light on the complexities surrounding the issue of reservations. Such narratives often miss the mark, failing to grasp the intricate social dynamics at play within both Bangladesh and India. As we look at the historical context of casteism in India, it starkly contrasts with the basis for reservations in Bangladesh. This contrast highlights the urgent need for nuanced discussions about social justice, weaving together the lessons learned from both nations' pasts. As the backdrop of these protests continues to unfold, the economic landscape in Bangladesh grows increasingly dire. With low foreign exchange reserves and soaring inflation rates, the struggles of ordinary citizens only deepen, exacerbating the already pressing unemployment crisis. Each day brings new challenges, tightening the noose around livelihoods and futures. In light of these economic hardships, the prospect of a potential loan from China invokes skepticism about the true effectiveness of foreign assistance. History tells a cautionary tale, where previous loans have often spiraled into further complications rather than ushering in sustainable solutions to the mounting crises. The political landscape remains fraught with tension, with accusations of electoral rigging against Prime Minister Sheikh Hasina hanging heavily in the air. Such allegations have raised alarming concerns among the citizens of Bangladesh, sparking debates about governance, accountability, and the legitimacy of those in power.